Okay, another chicken coop video. We're gonna call this one check up on my setting chicken. And it looks like we got 12 in the yard here, which is good. 12 browns and those two white ones there. They're I don't know what the hell you call them again. Denver whites, because they have that in them, but they're still like red. They're not chunky or nothing. They're skinny. They call them dual purpose, but that's horse manure. That anyway. Now we're gonna go inside. Gonna go check out how my little setter is doing. Oh yeah, she's doing her thing. Look at her. Look at that. Now, because we're limited on the video time, we're gonna take care of our little setter right away first. And I'll show you how I do this, because this has to be done. Otherwise, I'll end up with like, oops, sorry about I'm setting up my tripod. Okay, the reason I have to do what I'm about to do is because if I don't do that, by the time she's done setting, I'm gonna have like 40 eggs in there, and I'll end up losing chicks. I know that because I made that mistake before. Okay, here we go. Do we have a shot on this? There we go. Okay, let's get a little set up here. Oh, see that? I'm getting close to her. She doesn't like it. She's gonna be so upset at me. But it has to be done. Here we go. Okay, whoops, sorry. Get a little zoom in on that. Okay. There. I think you got as best picture as I can give you. Now, check this out. This is what I gotta do so that, back up a bit, so that she doesn't get really freaky, because I don't want her to get all excited, because I don't want her to break eggs. Okay, here we go. See, she's getting upset. Put my hand over her face. And I pick her up. Come here, baby. Yes, I know. Oh, horrible farmer. Okay. Now, I've checked them all, because this one has, oh yeah, this one has a mark. See, I put marks on them. So I know which ones are, that I'm going to have. Now, this, holy cow. Mark. 13. There we go. We got one with no mark. We'll take that out. Easy. There you go. And voila. Whoa. That's got a mark. It's got a mark. Sorry, baby, sorry. I know I'm upsetting you. Well, they all got marks. Okay, baby. Well, I don't know. I screwed up. I'm going to count them again. I know. That's upsetting. I know. I'm going to count them. Make sure you got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There it is. I knew there was an unmarked one. There it is. Got it. Okay. Let's set that back up for you. There we go. Now, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I haven't seen a small egg like that. This is my average egg. I don't know what's going on there, but I guess these things happen. Alright. And here's a big egg, which I've had bigger, but all right. And over here, I'm going to show you that I'm getting set up for later on. I put a box down here, down at the bottom. See that box there? Well, I'm going to move her into that box later on. In about maybe 2 weeks or so, the last week or so there, she's going to be nesting in that box down there, so that when the little chicks hatch, well, they're gonna have the ground. They won't have to go too far, and you know, I don't know, just the way I'm gonna do it. And there's something else I want to teach a few people out here. I feed my chickens scratch, right? And with that scratch, okay, I want my chickens to keep laying, because if you just give them scratch alone, they won't lay as much, right? So what I do is I keep my eggshells. All my, whenever I have eggs and whatnot, I keep my eggshells. See? Like that. Everybody says that you have to cook them because the chickens are going to get the taste of eggs and they're going to start eating their own eggs. Well, believe it or not, myself, I don't bother cooking the eggshells most of the time, and I've never had a problem with my chickens eating. Okay, here we go. Back out again. I've never had a problem with my chickens eating their eggs, because my count was always in the 90% give. Like, my chickens always yield somewhere in the neighborhood of 90%. So I don't worry about that, but nevertheless, check this out. How they love this stuff. Okay, there's a scratch. Okay, here's my eggshells. You know what I mean? I've been spoiling them quite a bit lately, so they're not very enthusiastic of jumping into the food, but normally, if I wouldn't have been spoiling them like I have lately, they'd be all over that like crazy. But it's a good way. And another thing too, I found if I give them eggshells over the little sand grid that I showed in my last video, I give them shells, they give me nicer eggs. Believe it or not, the shells are nicer, they're smoother. I don't know, it just seems to work that way. So just little hints and advice for those of you there that just got chicken coops, like that lovely lady there, Hummingbird 27. God bless you, sweetheart. I think you're awesome. You have such a beautiful voice, and your words are very wise. I love it. And anyways, now, whoop, I'm not much of a Hollywood camera guy. She bounces around quite a bit. Anyway, so this is it. I'm gonna go gather my eggs. I'm gonna run out of film here, tape, I guess. God bless everybody. Take care. I hope this was a little bit of a learning factor. These are the tricks that work for me. I've been doing this for a year now, and by the way, I love it. I still love it like the first day when I started. God bless everybody. I hope everybody's happy. Ciao.